Welcome back, everybody. The Grand Tactician, the Civil War. Grandpa Gaming is episode 28 of our federal Summer 61 Zero Unit Only campaign using the a.o.m mod. So it's been a few weeks. I was away on vacation, had a really great time meeting up with some old buddies of mine in the military. So time to get reacquainted with the map. Last episode, we only had one major event, and that was the Battle of Winchester, which was a bigger battle than I expected it to be. It was a really fun one to fight, though. So we're holding tight at Winchester right now. Beauregard's Corps has been seen off back outside of the valley. The grunts are in yellow readiness. I did want to push them down, but they're not going to be ready probably till the end of the month to make any type of move back in towards Alexandria. The fortification here at Akai Landing is 19 days away from completion. The Chesapeake Squadron is back out in the water, blockading the rebel ports here. And the East Coast Squadron is currently bombarding Fort Monroe, hopefully taking it. Not sure if it will or not, but it will open up another avenue of approach towards Richmond if we do. The Army of the Ohio is still getting its readiness back up. I want them at least halfway into the green before I start moving. There is a rebel force here at Portsmouth, but I do have the Army of the Mississippi backtracking towards it, as I do want the Army of the Ohio heading towards Lynchburg. This way, basically just shutting down the Shenandoah Valley to the rebels. And hopefully draw away some of these forces that have been continually hounding us in D.C. I need them to back off of D.C. for a little bit, so we can get these armies on the move again. Army of Tennessee under Daywood is at St. Louis, where they are recovering from their last battle against Holmes Corps of the Army of Illinois. And the Independent Cavalry Corps has made it down to Muskogee, where they are now besieging Fort Gibson. This siege has just started, so we got to see what direction that is going to take. All right, I think that covers everything for now. So we do have some fresh units to recruit and then go into the monthly. But as for troops in training, the Spicy Balloon Brigade is still 20 days out. Looks like some of my reformed batteries are ready to go. So Whiskey Kegs, Jersey Crazy X, and the Banger Bangers all need to head out to fresh units with some better artillery pieces. Iowa Blacksmiths are ready to go in 4 more days, and it looks like Covington's Lumberjacks and Go Blocks' batteries have arrived, so I'll be able to disband these and reform them. But first things first, we do have a new division standing up from Josh. So the Blackbeard is already in existence, so we got 2 more infantry brigades here. One from Iowa. Light blue tops and red bottoms. That's definitely the Zouave look. 2,000 men. This will be the Iowa River Boys. And they'll take 52 days to stand up. Another one from any state of my choosing. Well, Connecticut has not given us a lot of troops. Got basically a brigade and a couple of batteries out in the field, so let's recruit out of here. Russian blue tops, light blue bottoms. So, standard uniform. Called the Rocket Chickens. Homage to one of my favorite mechs in Battletech. Damn you, Josh. All right. And now River Boys are supposed to be underneath Ricketts. I don't think he's available. Not seeing him on the list. Huh. Why not even see Ricketts? That's just odd. Huh. We're just going to give you somebody from Iowa for right now until I figure out what's going on with that one. So, Curtis gets it by default as he's a brigadier. No, but he's a politician, but he is a veteran, so he'll get it. So right now they are led by Samuel Curtis, and the Rocket Chickens are up to me. So I recruited them from Connecticut. We got here Sedgwick, right? Sedgwick's an artilleryman, so we'll give them Horatio Wright for now. Also, we have for Croslake, I think I pronounced that correctly, an Australian unit. Now, I don't know why we can't recruit from California. We should be able to, but they're coming from out west. The Australian unit that came in with the California Gold Rush and kind of moved westwards towards the fighting. So, Arizona's only got 226. Texas has got nobody. You know, we'll take them from Nebraska territory. They're going to be a mounted unit, I believe. Nope, infantry unit, okay. So it won't be a full 3,000 men, it'll be 2,000. I don't have a uniform color on here, so kind of give you like a westernish look. There we go. These are the Victorian rifles. Let's see if we have any officers from Nebraska territory. Got one. John Thayer. Makes sense, as there's very few people who live there at this point. All right. I think that covers that for now. I'll figure out where the batteries are all going to get distributed to. We'll pick that up again later, but now it's time for the monthlies. All right, it's now August 1st, so how are we doing right now? We're still spending $221 million more than we would like. That's fine. We got $19 million in the bank. It's probably less than that because we did just recruit those units. But that is okay. Strategy-wise, national morale is actually even on. National support, we're at 72 to their 96. Morale of armies, we're at 65 to their 51. You'd think our morale would be higher. but we do have troops in the southern states, so it does draw down morale. We have 116,579 men in the field today, 216,760. Navy tonnage, they actually surpass us now. We're at 132,000 tons. They're at 140,000 tons. So it makes me wonder where their fleets are at, because we're not seeing them. Military experience, we're at 22 to their 24. Battles won, we're at 52 to their 16. So I don't understand how they have higher military experience than we do. Total casualties, we're sitting at 37,244. Rebels are sitting at 89,973. The relations with Europe are sitting at 39 right now. That has not changed recently. I've given them all the opportunity in the world to get the relations up. It just does not seem to be working. Military-wise, we're still doing recruitment. Finances, we have done policies. We've completed everything that we can so far. I am now working on Breadbasket 1, which will be done in 48 days. I'm avoiding taking print notes as of right now because we don't need it necessarily. And I'm staying away from all the political options to try and help out the rebels as much as I can. Make the campaign a little bit harder. Projects, what do we have available to us? I want to take another look for weapons production. I do. Administrative reform, I want another level of that. Do I want to start building ironclads? I think I'm going to have to. Can we take a level of civil order? Everything I really want on the expensive side right now is really nothing we can do about that. It takes a long time to save up the money. I think we take a level of civil order. There we go. We don't need any of this. We can save that money up for other projects right now. Okay. Okay, yes, I do think that covers everything for now, so I'll be back with the next incident. All right, it's now August 2nd, and an interesting move. The Rebel Army of Eastern Tennessee, which was here at Portsmouth, has moved down a river back towards Covington, so we're on our way to intercept them right now with Buell's force. I don't think it's going to be much. Yeah, they only got 8,500 men to our almost 30,000. So I don't even know if they're going to stand and fight us. If not, we're going to chase them out of the state. Hardy has been withdrawing since the last fight. He may not yet be in the condition to engage us again. So we're going to try and push these guys out of the state completely. I've given orders for the Army of the Ohio to start moving. They're far enough in the green where I felt comfortable sending them out. So they're going to move against Lynchburg right now. Though it will take them a while to cover this terrain. This is some really rough terrain for the army to move through here with the mountains, so it may take them a while. And it looks like our naval engagement at Monroe has ended. And we withdrawn from that fight. Okay. Oh, yeah. There were only 2 ships engaged. I don't know why the St. Lawrence wasn't there, but the Savannah and the Cumberland are pretty well beat up. Once they're back in harbor, I'm going to put those in the dry dock. And they are going to make a fight of it. All right, it's our Army of the Mississippi under Buell with 25,034 infantry, 3,359 cavalry, and 26 guns, going against the Army of Eastern Tennessee under Van Dorn with 6,600 infantry, 1,700 cavalry, and 7 guns. I do not know what this man is thinking trying to fight us. Welcome, my grunts. It's about Covington, Kentucky. Once again, we are on the Copperton map. We are on the defensive because we do control the city and they're trying to take it. And there is a thunderstorm rolling through. It's 63 degrees. Temperature's not bad for fighting, but the rain is going to make it hell on us. But we're going to push out and hit Van Dorn as hard as we can, is my plan for this action. So let's get everybody up here. So they have a very small force. I want to lock it down. I doubt we're going to be able to disintegrate it, but I do want to lock it down as much as possible and try to at least disintegrate it. So we're going to send the Cavalry Division and the 3rd Infantry Division forward. That should be all we need for this fight. I may probably have the 2nd Artillery Division follow up with them. And Mansfield's is going to sit back here and do some breastworks and finish getting that to a level 3 engineer. So, yeah, we're just going to move out and hit these guys. So they're coming in from right here. So we should be meeting them somewhere in this vicinity, possibly. All right, it's now 8:30 in the morning. We do our first sighting on the Rebel Cavalry, the 31st Tennessee, strength of 500. And we're meeting up with them about where I thought we would. I have the Missouri's Home Guard moving off into the woods here on the right. Hoosiers moving up the fence line along the road, and the Lightning Brigade off to their left. Do have infantry and artillery support coming up, and actually they're approaching pretty quickly. The Blackbeards look like they'll be here first. That's all their cavalry's here. And we have the charge icon stuck on. Damn it. Forgot to check that. Something you always got to check at the beginning of every battle. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not. All right, first blood goes to Missouri Home Guard. Okay, it does look like they are trying to flank off to our right. Lightning Brigade, you're still waiting on those orders. Okay, that's fine. First CS and 31st Tennessee and the 4th Tennessee. I can hear their infantry right around there. Have the infantry take the place of the cavalry as needed. Looks like 4th Tennessee broke. Once the infantry comes up, we're going to start pushing into them. He's coming forward. Rutgers Legion, Carroll's Brigade, Walthall's Brigade, and Knoxville Brigade. All right, they got us ranged. Lay down, boys. That's it. Come on forward, boys. All right, give it to him. Yeah, they're trying to push out to our right. Let's put a damper on that. Blackbeard, change the plans for you and have you push in and replace Missouri Home Guard immediately. What the hell are you guys doing? Where the hell are those halt orders? There they are. Come on, Hoosiers, push out. Brigade. Hoosiers, what the hell are you doing? Tell me they're stuck. All right, Sheridan, start bringing your men up. Told your boys to clear out of the way. Clear the frig out of the way. Let's go. Jeez. Really? This is turning into a nightmare over here, the way they're maneuvering. I love how Preston just kind of rode through my lines and back out again. Now you get that goddamn hell out of the way. That battery's about to start opening up. I mean, he's at double, please. Get this damn cavalry out of the way. More of a hindrance than a help right now. Brigade, keep it up. You boys are doing good, at least. See us actually charging them? And why the hell did you guys break? What the frig? Oh, God. What should have been an easy fight's turned into a nightmare. Why aren't you boys advancing? Damn it, Sickles. I need you to be the crazy boy you're supposed to be. Come on. Yeah, they're retreating. All right. What a damn mess. What a friggin' mess. hell are you guys armed with? You know what? Stop chasing him. Let him go. You're just taking unnecessary casualties at this point. This felt like an early war battle, the way this played out. Oh my god. This was just disgusting. Especially my own unit's maneuvering. I'm just disgusted by that. I am totally disgusted. Outside of the Lightning Brigade, basically every maneuver unit really disappointed me. So we took down 400 of their 7,000 infantry, 200 and 1,900 cavalry. We got 5 of their 10 guns, total loss of 600 or 9,000 men. We lost 220 of our 25,029 infantry, almost totally out of the Blackbeards. 211 of our 3,356 cavalry, 12 of our 26 guns, because for some reason that one battery, which hadn't even unlimbered, broke. Total loss of 433 of our 28,777 men. Alright, after action report. I really don't want to look at this. Missouri Home Guard did 73 to infantry, 35 to cavalry for a total 108. Losses, 19 dead, 115 wounded, 26 missing. Total of 160. Average strength of 950, 14% casualties. The Hoosier Horsemen did 18 to cavalry, with 3 dead, 18 wounded, 5 missing, total 26. Average strength 1,062, 2% casualties. Lightning Brigade did 185 to infantry, 119 to cavalry, 6 to artillery for a total of 310. Their losses being 4 dead, 19 wounded, 2 missing. Average strength 1,133, 2% casualties, 6% casualties for the division. 3rd Infantry Division, Blackbeards did 56 to infantry, 1 to cavalry. Really? Losses, 26 dead, 168 wounded, 25 missing, total 219, aggregate strength 2,070, 10% casualties for that brigade. Pennies did not fight. Siamese Rifles did 55 to infantry. They got basically 1 volley in and did the same amount of damage as the Blackbeards. Losses, no losses, but Pennies actually lost 1 man dead. Probably a stray artillery round. And the artillery came up really late. Irish Creamers didn't do anything. Culloden's Revenge did 7 infantry, 9 to cavalry, 13 artillery for a total 29. With 2 men missing. Probably creamed into a pink mist. I'll get closed out here and I'll see you all at the newspaper screen. A victory at Covington. Army of Eastern Tennessee fleeing in panic. Doesn't look like anybody got famous or defamed from this fight. Battle of Covington's ended with Army of Eastern Tennessee retreating in panic. The enemy reported suffered total casualties of 620 men. There were 74 dead, 120 captured. Our casualties total 433 men, 53 dead, 60 missing, and the rest wounded. Captured 240 rifles and 1 gun from the field and sent 112 soldiers off to our vacation camps. That could have gone so much better. That knocked us down into the yellow. Not too bad into the yellow, though. That's actually not too bad. So we'll recover from that quickly. Oh, and there's another rebel corps in the area. 16,000 men field. Where did you come from? Well, we'll engage them eventually, hopefully, with the Army of the Ohio. Once we take Lynchburg, I'm going to be moving them down the Appalachia Valley, so hopefully we'll be able to draw them back towards Knoxville while we draw these men down out of Northern Virginia. And that action is pretty short, so I'm going to keep this episode rolling along. All right, we may have a bit of an issue forming in Kentucky here. The rebels have stood up the Army of Alabama with 2 corps of 16,000 men. Stevenson's corps is part of the Army of the Ohio. Now, okay, Fields Corps. That's 1 corps they're forming up now. We may have a bit of an issue. Oh. Dix looks like he's moving at a pretty good clip. Hopefully, once we take Lynchburg, we'll be able to get them moving on Knoxville. We'll see, but this could be a bigger issue than I imagined happening over here, because that is a lot of men. How are we looking over here? You're nowhere near ready to go. How's the siege looking? Favor of the rebels. Should have built that depot. Can't everything go your way? Otherwise the game wouldn't be fun. Alright. I'm going to figure out how to handle all these new corps showing up. I mean, they do have double our numbers in the field, so I've been wondering where those soldiers are. Now they are starting to appear. So we'll see how that goes. Right, it's August 5th. It looks like Johnston's corps is making a push at Winchester. Looks like rebels have found themselves a new target here. They're moving at a pretty good clip. His army command is catching up. No rest for the wicked here in Northern Virginia. Starting to have second thoughts on the move for the Army of the Ohio, but it's kind of too late to change it now. They are halfway to their destination. All right, Tennessee, I think it has to sit tight for right now, and hope they show up. Let's abandon this depot. I don't want the rebels taking any of the gear that's in there, even though I emptied it out. Here we go. The Gray Fox is coming at us. So the Army of the East with 17,628 infantry, 2,098 cavalry, 27 guns. It's going up against Johnston's Corps, Army of Washington, with 16,369 men, 1,482 cavalry, and 42 guns under command of Lee. Pretty even on numbers, honestly. They do have an artillery advantage. We have a slight infantry cavalry advantage. And we do have a morale issue. All 9 of my infantry brigades are low on morale. Are you goddamn kidding me? All right. This is going to be interesting. Welcome, my grunts, to the second battle of Winchester. So we are on the defensive. I'm going to remain on the defensive. Our morale is not good. A lot of our brigades have really busted morale right now, which I don't understand, but it is a thing. So, and we are defending the Perryville Pike, which is a change of pace from what we normally defend. So I do have Redbreast's Celtic Division up on our left with the Irish Legion, the Scots Guards, and the Blue Run Bourbon Rifles. Along Berryville Pike itself, I have the 7th Infantry Division with the Whiskey Rebels, Norwegian Vikings, and the Hoosier Hellions. I am going to have 1st Pennsylvania Engineers dig breastworks for both these divisions. And off on the right, I have the Polish Legion, supported by the 3rd Cavalry Division, with Ross's Raiders and the Brandenburg Dragoons dismount in loose order on either of their flanks, as the rebels have this entry point here and this entry point here. So they may come down through town, or they may come along this way and up this route here. So don't know which way they're going to be coming in from specifically. So trying to cover every little bit of angle I can with what I have. This is not a big corps. We are one division down, one cavalry brigade down. So just time to wait for the rebels to show up. It's 7:30 now. So this should be a one-day fight, but we'll see. All right, it's now going on 9 a.m., and we do have some rebel cavalry sighted. We do have the 7th Virginia to our front. And it looks like the main rebel force is coming straight down the Front Royal Pike. So, yeah, Dust Trails have the entire corps out on this road. So right now we just see the 1 cavalry regiment. I did shift my divisions, pulled off the division that was here on the left and moved them out here onto the right out into the open fields here, with the cavalry all further to the right up along the Apple Pie Ridge. Plus some of my artillery moving out in that direction. So, don't know if it was a good move or a bad move. We'll find out. But I'm expecting them to deploy out here in these fields and attack down in this direction. So it should be a good placement. Should be. Based on that assumption on where I saw the cavalry come in at, and that was down here where they got off the road and crossed the stream. Down here, around there somewhere. Come on, Reynolds, finish getting those breastworks built for me, please. I'm more than willing to ignore the cavalry for right now, as it looks like they're just kind of scouting our lines. It looks like they should be on us around 10 o'clock at the speed they're moving, so I'll be back. All right, it's now 9:20, and the 7th Virginia is getting a little closer to my lines than I would like, so I'm sending forward the Whiskey Rebels to see them off. Do have the lines reshifting onto the breastworks as they are built now, and we have another cavalry unit spotted up this left side of them. They are here in town, though. It looks like they're moving away from us now. Go get them, boys. Guys gonna get a volley off. There we go. Alrighty, don't chase them too far. Bring it on back. They can get our point across. Stay away from my lines. Lou Wallace is very good at following orders. He moves fast. Oh, his orders hadn't even gotten to him yet. He's already moving back. Okay.
Keep calm, boys. Soon enough
We got here 1st Virginia. And a battery coming up behind them. Maryland Flying Artillery. And who's this? Stonewall Brigade. Hello. Are they going to ignore my cavalry out here on the heights is the question. If they do, I'll be very happy because I'll be able to swing them around on the flanks. And that road's just out of rifle range, is it? Yeah, they should move in range of the blue runs. And 7th Virginia broke.
Quiet in the ranks. Any time now, men.
You guys really can't see over there, but that's fine.
Get up on your feet. Move out, soldiers. We're moving, soldiers.
Kind of wish I kept the Polish Legion up here on the fence line, but it's probably a good idea I didn't either.
Waiting's the worst. Waiting's the worst.
Come on, boys, you can gun them down as they're riding past. I don't view that as a waste of ammo.
Quiet in the ranks. Quiet in the ranks.
Boys firing, or are you stuck in a load sequence?
Quiet.
Oh, they're firing.
Faster, Private.
You guys are firing from back there. Jeez. Push up a little bit, get some more support to the Scots Guards. brigade's too close to me to send out skirmishers from the Irish Legion. I want them to go peck this artillery. Oh, let's give me some skirmishers. Man, Stonewall's got the dander up. Gun him down. There they go, finally. Oh, hello. We got here Bartow. Let's bring you back online better. That was a crappy opening volley. Blue Run's getting some work in today. Garnett's division? Looks like it. He's got a big division. Why did you guys break? Whiskey's come take up that spot.
Quiet in the rank.
Why the hell did you guys break? Come on! Get you back here. I need the troops retreating to the back of the line, not along the front of it. Jeez.
No slacking. Keep calm, boys. Soon enough we'll see the elephant. Fill those buttons. Got it? Calm, boys. Soon enough we'll see the elephant. Fill those buttons. Got it? Observe that flank, soldier. How much longer, Sarge?
The engineers, you stay there. Looks like we managed to see off one of their batteries. What do you have you're firing from back here? You got 20 pounders? Looks like he does. Where are you guys running to? This is getting a little annoying, boys.
Down, boys. I think I saw something.
We'll let Garnett develop his attack here. Oh, there's Lee. Where the hell are the rest of their forces? That can't be everybody. Now, shit, Garnett's division is their main force. Everybody else is separate brigades. Really? Okay. So Garnett's division is the main force. So I'm going to get our cavalry after their artillery in town. This is their main attack force. We can crush this. You can get up here. Kind of sort of Brandenburg's breaking. His army's basically done at this point. Yep, they are withdrawing. You boys are in a bowl of rifle fire. We should be able to rip down Maxie pretty good. There they go. Give me as many of these guns as you can, boys. Gun them down. That's free experience points. Take all the shots you want. Too bad we didn't get Lee. I don't think we got him. Rode right through our lines, but not allowed to target their commanders specifically, which kind of sucks. But I understand why you're not allowed to do it. Give me this last battery. Yep, out of time. Much better battle than the last one, except for the Hoosiers. I don't understand why they broke, but they did. It happens. All right, we lost 695 of our 17,626 infantry, 23 of our 2,092 cavalry, 0 of our guns. Total loss of 718 of our 20,120 men. Took down 2,100 of their 16,000 infantry, 450 of their 1,400 cavalry, got 20 of their 45 guns. Total loss of 2,600 of their 18,000 men. All right, combat reports. Engineers didn't do any fighting. 3rd Cavalry Division. Ross's Raiders did 66 to artillery, and the Brandenburg Dragoons did 17 to artillery. Losses. Ross's Raiders, 1 dead, 1 wounded, 1 missing, total of 3. Aggregate strength 1,033, 0% losses. Brandenburg Dragoons, 13 dead, 2 wounded, 5 missing, total of 20. Aggregate strength 1,036, 2% losses. Aggregate strength 2,069 for the division. 8th Infantry. Whiskey Rebels did 391 to infantry, 132 to cavalry, for total 533. Hoosier Hellions did 111 to infantry. Norwegian Vikings did 302 to infantry. 946 total for the division. Losses. Whiskey Rebels, 26 dead, 200 wounded, 25 missing, total 251. Aggregate strength 1,084, 19% casualties. Hoosier Hellions, 14 dead, 46 wounded, 6 missing, total 66. Aggregate strength 2,458, 3% casualties. Norwegian Vikings, 13 dead, 36 wounded, 5 missing, total 54. Aggregate strength 2,746, 2% casualties. 371 for the division, 5% across the board. That's the 7th. Give me the 8th. 8th, Polish Legion. They will be getting another brigade as soon as the balloon brigade's ready to go. Did 27 to infantry because they only had the skirmishers out. Losses 6 dead, 19 wounded, 2 missing, total 27. Active Spring 2007-38, 1% casualties. Celtic Division, Irish Legion. Did 152 to infantry. Scots Guards did 277 to infantry, 179 to cavalry for total 456. And Blue Run Bourbons did 665 to infantry, 116 to cavalry for total 781. 1,389 for the division. Oh, losses. Irish Legion, 4 dead, 16 wounded, 8 missing, total of 28. Aggregate strength 2,152, 1% casualties. Scots Guards, 35 dead, 154 wounded, 36 missing, total 225. Aggregate strength 2,181, 9% casualties. Blue Runs, 8 dead, 31 wounded, 5 missing, total 44. Aggregate strength 2,264, 2% casualties. 297 for the division, 4% across the board. 4th Artillery Division, 1st New York Artillery Light did 37 to infantry, 2 to cavalry, 16 artillery for total 57. And 44th Artillery did 70 to infantry, 5 to cavalry, total 75. Losses, 0. Beautiful. And I do not believe we lost any of our officers wounded. Amazingly, no. Did we get any of the rebel officers? General Lee is wounded. So we did wound Lee. Wounded Clark. And killed Patton Sr. World War II is going to be a little bit different now. Wonder who's going to... Johnson's probably going to end up with command of the army. More than likely. I'm going to get closed out here, and I'll see you all at the newspaper screen. Victory at the Second Battle of Winchester. Looks like they blamed a loss on a poor old captain, one of the battery commanders. Oh, that is horrible. Battle of Winchester's ended. The army Washington retreating in panic. The army's reported suffered total casualties of 2,641 men. There were 375 killed and 1,177 captured. Our casualties total 718, with 120 dead, 93 missing, and the rest are wounded. We captured 1,023 rifles and 5 guns from the field and sent 1,142 men off to our vacation camp. How many men we got in Camp Chase now? We are emptying out Camp Chase as soon as it does fill up. $7,600 of 7,500, so we do need to parole these prisoners. We are holding too many. There we go. Send them back home to shoot at our boys once again. You know, because McClellan's in charge still. Once McClellan's out of charge, oh, Longstreet is now the General Chief of the rebel armies. Really? I don't know how that would have gone. Huh. I do not know how that would have gone at all. Let's get this battle rolled off. Move this up to at least August 7th. How are we doing over here? Army of the Ohio is now pushing into the mountains and over. Get back into the green, that's good, but you're kind of stuck in place. Looking here, orange readiness. How's the siege looking? Not really looking good for us. All right, there they go. All right, I do believe we'll be ending this episode here. So once again, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so the next video comes out. If you follow along in the series and enjoying it, don't forget to bayonet that like button and butt stroke that comment section. And I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.